pre-flight and packaging a document. InDesign has a really great utility, and it's the ability to check our document prior to sending it out for print, and it's called Preflight. So it's a great thing to do before you release this document to the printer, and it will check for errors. So to open the Preflight panel, I'm going to go to Window menu, Output, and there it is, Preflight. So it is a panel, and it will check for things like missing fonts, missing or modified links, and overset text. So in this case, I actually have a missing link. I took one of my pictures that was used and moved it to another folder, and so now I'm getting an error that says missing link. And if I open it, it tells me exactly where that is and how I can correct that. Under the info, it tells me again the problem. The linked file is missing. If I were to say click on this zoo and minimize this so that it runs off, we get the overset text icon here, and then I have an error that pops up. So this is live. When I see this red, I want to make sure that I look at the error, because red indicates that there are errors. If I were to correct this, okay, that error goes away. And then if I go to links and see if I can relink this, I'm going to actually, let's go to my folder here, and I know exactly what I did. Here it is. I moved this one. Let's cut this. I can go through my links panel and relink it up as well, but this is just as easy, just to show ya. And my error went away. So it is live. It constantly is looking at your document, and it's constantly seeing where there are errors. So it's a great thing to have. I wouldn't work with it up all the time. I would open it prior to sending this out for print. Now I can have different pre-flight profiles. Right now I'm using the basic. Right here you notice that there's basic. There's a digital publishing profile as well. Under the menu here, I can define profiles, and this basically lets me define a new profile, and I can choose basically what indicators to look for. So I'm creating a customized Preflight profile, which indicates, what I would like to see as flagged as errors to be fixed. And so you can go ahead and check, whichever ones you'd like. The ones that are checked on basic are those that are important with as far as overset text, missing fonts. You can get into quite a lot of detail here with these options. So if this is what you want, you can give it a name up here. We'll give it a new Preflight profile, name, click OK, and then it will appear here. So you can customize that. The basic one is really what you need though. Now, packaging a document. InDesign does a fabulous job with packaging, and it means that it's getting this file ready to be sent to the printer, to a client, or for archiving. And it actually, when I choose to package an InDesign document, it's going to place copies of all my placed graphics, copies of all the fonts that were used. It's going to offer some printing instructions, basically generating a report based on all that information that I enter. So it automatically creates a folder for me with everything in there. Let's go ahead and package this. So here's my package dialog box that pops up, and there's a couple of alerts here that says that there are 2 fonts that are used. It says that there are links and images. 3 links were found, and that there were some the process, and we have some spot colors here that aren't being used. We'll see how that handles things. Here are my 2 fonts that are being used. Here are the links, 3 links found, and the status of those. Here are my colors. So I do have a Pantone color in here. Print settings, and external plugins. So let's just package this, and I can do a report as well. The report allows me to save a text document. We'll go ahead and do that as well, and that will give some extra instructions. We'll save that, and then we'll package this. Publication needs to be saved. Make sure that it's saved. And here's my printing instructions. So I can put my contact information there, company, address, phone, email, and specific instructions as this goes on to be printed. This is then packaged with my document. Here's where I'm going to save it. Let's navigate to my folder here. We'll put it right here, and I'm going to choose package. Again, some options here. Do I want to copy the fonts? Do I want to copy the linked graphics? Yes, I do. Do I want to include fonts and links that are hidden and non-printing content? Probably not. If it's not showing, probably don't need it. And I can choose to view the report if I would like. I'm going to go ahead and package it. And it gives me a little bit of a warning, making sure that I'm complying with the copyright laws. It's going through my document right now. It's saving out those graphics. It's saving out the fonts. And let's take a look and see what happened. Here it is. So here's my printer, my report, but if you notice, here's the folder, and everything is in that folder. So this is the packaged folder that InDesign created for me. It has my document fonts, so those are the fonts. It pulled them out of my font folder. It pulled a copy out, didn't actually pull them out, pulled a copy. Here are my pictures, so it pulled those pictures, copied them, put them in their own folder. I have my instructions here for my printer, indicating my information, my contact information that I supplied, as well as information about the fonts, the colors and inks, the images, and any kind of print settings that I had selected. And I have my InDesign document here as well, and I also have a PDF. It generates a PDF for me in this package too. So it's the complete deal. This is something that, well, like I said, archiving, if you're done with the project, save it, put it away in the folder. If you're sending something to be printed, this is fabulous because it takes everything for you so you don't mistakenly forget something. So those are really great features. The Preflight, that utility that checks for errors, and packaging, the ability that InDesign offers to bring everything together in one folder for us.